A months-long cleanup effort in Pacific Palisades since the fires, with truckloads of debris hauled away. But tonight, a group of truckers say they never got paid for that work. And only on KCAL News, our Gio Insignares takes a look at who's responsible and why answers have been hard to come by, Gio.
Well, Pat, a very dense situation here. A lot of details to sift through and connect it all to the right people. But we did get to talk to some of these truck drivers, many of whom say they sacrificed time, sleep, and money to help clean up the Palisades Fire zone. Now they're still waiting to be paid and say they're being ignored.
It was one of the most visible responses to the devastation left behind by the Palisades Fire. Dozens of trucks hauling away tons of debris from multiple sites. But now some of the people behind that work say they've been left with almost nothing to show for it.
We're all behind on the insurances, mortgages, so like pretty much we borrowed too because we thought this job the money was going to come in on time.
When I came here to work, I was really hopeful, very excited, thinking that things were going to go well for me. And yes, things went well, but I wasn't actually making any money. Alex Miramontes is one of them. He owns and operates Gray Valley Transport. Miguel Correra is another. He owns Correra Trucking. They say they and roughly 40 other drivers worked long, grueling hours for more than 2 months, from March to May, 12 to 16-hour days clearing sites. But when it came time to get paid, all the money simply didn't come. They didn't want us stopping to eat. I stayed in a hotel. My coworker drove back and forth daily, sleeping no more than 5 hours a night. Correra and Miramontes say they were contracted through a multi-layered process involving the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and multiple subcontractors below that. They and their fellow truckers were brought on by Chief Engineering Company, based in Lake Elsinore. Somewhere along the way, the truckers say, Chief was paid by the other companies involved, but Chief has refused to pay them. I've sent messages to the people at Chief. They always say the same thing. We're working on it. Correra tells us he's only received about $12,000, but is still owed roughly $72,000. Miramontes says he's received around $20,000 and is still owed a little more than $69,000.
It is frustrating. And you know, everybody's behind on their mortgages. We got truck payments, insurance, rent, and that's why everybody's here.
Other drivers had documentation in hand, pay stubs, time logs, invoices, all to prove what they say is missing. Many of the drivers say they've made calls, asked questions, and tried to get answers, but feel they've been ignored and taken advantage of. I'm fighting for what I worked for my money, just like my colleagues are fighting for theirs. We're not asking for handouts. Meanwhile, Correra, Miramontes, and others say they just want to be paid for the sacrifices they've made.
We did everything they asked for us, what they expected from us. We took care of it. We did it.
I spent all my savings on the truck because I thought many times that I was going to make it. But when I got home the last day, I arrived feeling defeated because I thought I was going to have money in the bank. But it was the opposite. I ended up with debts and not knowing what to do.
We've reached out to Chief Engineering directly, who responded to us earlier today saying, quote, "We are working on payments to all drivers and all payments will be made to them as they expect." Now, when we tried to follow up asking if there was a reason for the payment delay to truckers and when should these workers expect payment, we didn't get an answer. Instead, it was the same exact message that was originally sent. Meanwhile, the truckers tell us they're considering legal action if they don't see progress soon. Pat, I'll send it back to you.
And I know you're going to be following up with them to see.
Absolutely. They're still checking in and wanting to know the latest.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Gio. Well.